The secret of Socrates. In talking with people, don't begin by discussing the things on which you differ. Begin by emphasizing the things on which you agree. Keep emphasizing, if possible, that you are both striving for the same end, and that your only difference is one of the method and not of purpose. Get the other person saying yes, yes at the outset. Keep your opponents, if possible, from saying no. A no response, according to Professor Overstreet, is a most difficult handicap to overcome. When you have said no, or your pride of personality demands that you remain consistent with yourself, you may later feel that the no was ill-advised. Nevertheless, there is your precious pride to consider. Once having said a thing, you feel you must stick to it. Hence, it is of the very greatest importance that a person be started with a affirmative direction. The skillful speaker gets, at the outset, a number of yes responses. This sets the psychological process of the listeners moving in an affirmative direction. It is like the movement of the billiard ball. Propel in one direction, and it takes some force to deflect it, for more force to send it back in the opposite direction. The psychological patterns here are quite clear. When a person says no and really means it, he or she is doing far more than saying a word or two letters. The entire organism, glandulars, nervous, muscular, gathers itself together into a condition of rejection. There is usually in minutes, but sometimes in observable degree, a physical withdrawal or readiness for withdrawal. The whole neuromuscular system, in short, set itself on guard against acceptance. When to the contrary, a person says, yes, none of the withdrawal activities take place. The organism is in forward, moving, accepting, open attitude. Hence, the more yeses we can, at the very outset, induce, the more likely we are to succeed in capturing the attention for our ultimate proposal. It is a very simple technique, this yes response, and yet how much it is neglected. It often seems as if people get a sense of their own importance by antagonizing others at the outset. Get students to say no at the beginning, or a customer, child, husband, or wife. And it takes the wisdom and the patience of an angel to transform that bristling negative into affirmative. Socrates sharply changed the whole course of human thought, and now 24 centuries after his death, he is honored as one of the wisest persuaders who ever influenced in the wrangling world. His method? Did he tell people they are wrong? Oh no, not Socrates. He was far too adroit for that. His whole technique, now called the Socrates method, was based upon getting a yes response. He asked questions with which his opponents would have to agree. He kept on winning one admission after another until he had an armful of yeses. He kept on asking questions until finally, almost without realizing it, his opponents found themselves embracing a conclusion they would have bitterly denied a few minutes previously. The next time we are tempted to tell someone he or she is wrong, let's remember old Socrates and ask a gentle question, a question that will get the yes response. Principle 5th. Get the other person saying yes immediately.